Alrighty, welcome everyone. I'm Teeaboo, and I'm here for Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, episode 46. Man, we're getting right there to the end. Somebody commented from here on, the darkest of darks, man, and a couple of other people. Somebody commented a couple of days ago. From here on, the last stretch of Zeta is pure caviar. The way everything is delivered is so fucking good, and I'm in it. I'm in it, and I'm excited. I've been looking forward to this all day. I've been kind of looking forward to it all week. I don't know what the fuck is gonna go down because last time on Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, what we got was boom, smash, crash, bang, smash, boom, boom, bam, smash, crunch, 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 kapow, pew, 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 a boom, boom, you know, something like that. And it was pretty cool. And that upsets the nature of existence a little bit. Having had our Axis giant asteroid smash into giant asteroid, crunch, smash, bang, boom, crunch. And that means like a bunch of things. It means like the Tetons don't have a base anymore. Really, they can make a new one or find a new one, but they don't have one. Axis has harmed itself pretty significantly, we could imagine, but they were willing to do that, which means that maybe they're even more terrifying than we thought. And everything just gets thrown into chaos, I think. Our big, extraordinarily chaotic battle should be an indicator of that. How much of that can we keep on with as we move forward? How do we resolve all of the relatively straightforward plot elements in the middle of such incredible complexity? How do you use such a chaotic landscape for generating interesting storytelling? I don't know. That's the reason that I'm sitting here to watch. I don't know, and I'm excited to find out. So I hope you are too. I am going to read one comment for a comment spotlight because I think it's deserving of being talked about because I find it very funny. This is from *_. I'll never not obsess over the fact that Jared developed new type powers purely out of hatred towards Camille, and all he uses it for is as a fast lane to 1v1ing him. It's like he's got a radar for hot single guys in his... Holy shit, Jared has a gaydar! Yeah, except it only works on Camille, who he hates. So, yeah, As far as Rakoa goes, I've always interpreted her dialogue in this episode as an indicator to the audience that Rakoa is betraying herself as much as anyone else. She's so full of shit that it almost sounds like she's trying to convince herself that this is what she wants. That rings true to me. The self-convincing that Rakoa goes through is continuous and quite clear. All these moments where she walks out of a room where she's with Bascom and she ends up in a hallway with her head against the wall, like, oh god, what am I doing? Those are exactly the moments of, like, no, this is good, this is good, this is what we want, this is where we're going with this world, this is what I want to do, and I'm doing it right, and it's wrong, and we know it, and I think she knows it, and she's convinced herself that it's not the case, but I think she knows it, and so it's a bit of a problem. Every word or action of hers up until now has broadcasted that she is an idealist. Her saying she's not just shows how little she actually understands herself. I agree with this, but there is somewhere else that I guess I'll have to comment about another comment, one from Angel James, which I will. Her saying she's not just shows how little she actually understands herself. It's also very telling in how the others react to this stuff. Camille doesn't understand because everything she's saying doesn't add up with the Rakoa he knows. Emma dismisses it for the load of garbage it is, and partly because she was on the other side of it, right? Like, she had been indoctrinated with the same goop, and she managed to get the goop out of her brain mostly, and talk to some real humans and be like, whoa, wait, what are these Tetons doing? And see some horrible atrocities and some, some war crimes and be like, maybe we're the baddies. Rakoa has done the exact opposite and thrown herself directly in. It's like, oh, you're murdering children? Let's go! Let's do it! That's what I'm here for. Oh, shit, what am I doing? Oh, God. No. This is what I'm supposed to be doing. Let's murder the children. Murder the children. Oh, God. Oh, something in my soul revolts against this action that I'm taking, even though this action is so obviously rationally justified. Oh, goodness. It's like there's a part of me that I don't comprehend at all, and that trying to leverage my rational mind in order to understand my irrational soul and sense of being and sense of justice and right and wrong just doesn't quite work properly. It's almost like there's a fundamental issue between It's almost impossible to totally understand yourself completely, and maybe you should treat yourself with a little bit more respect, and maybe take your instincts a little bit more seriously. Then again, she says, but I'm following my heart, and it is my instinct to jump this way, and I guess toward boys, but that hasn't really been an element lately either. The whole romantic Krakoa going after her heart thing made sense to me, at least on the surface of it. And it hasn't been resulting at all. She's just been wistfully staring off at distant Sirocco and sometimes saying hi to Yazan. Actually, we haven't even seen her say hi to Yazan at all. She was all over the both of them in different and weird ways. It's like Rakoa's pulled in 1,000 directions and has just been pulled so thin that she can't make decisions for herself in any meaningful capacity. She's just shredded, and it's all her own fault. And that's a hell of a tragedy. You know, we watched a show on Overdrive called The Yotoden, and there's like a tragic element in every episode. Something tragic happens. It's like, oh, that's very sad. But it's like, oh, you meet this character, and then 30 seconds later they betray you, or like immediately after they get dead is saving your life, or something like that. And that's tragedy. No. You want tragedy? Take a rational, beautiful, dedicated, driven, capable, competent human being and have her twist herself into a destroyed monster who doesn't even believe in the destruction that she's causing to those around her and is lost, adrift, completely broken. Yeah, that's tragedy. That's tragedy, and that's some real shit. Thanks, Zeta Gundam. You made me feel bad. Okay. Emma dismisses it for the load of garbage it is, and Fa hates the sinner, but not the sin, because she's a teenager who finds the idea of... I really like that reversal of hating the sinner, not the sin. She's a teenager who finds the idea of striking out on her own through the power of femininity appealing, which she does often. Which, fair, but as you've said, the way Rakoa's handling things, she's kind of a terrible person. Yeah. Rakoa's writing is so odd. I wish I knew what was going through everyone's heads in the writing room. I would be intrigued, but I also don't know. It comes up against that problem that we often have, which is like, do the authors know what they're doing? They might have an idea of what they're doing, but does the representation of Rakoa that they create match their intentions? Like, that they might intend, that they might be thinking, well, we're going to make Rakoa an interesting character and a representation of, for a false example that I don't think is true, and a representation of feminism, right? Like, she's trying to be the feminist icon, stand up, be strong, enter the male workplace via piloting, whatever, and she'll fail because that's innately the thing that will happen. She'll innately fail because she's not cut out for it, because that's how women, right? Like, that's one representation of what might be an idea or an intention in the writing room. And that isn't what I get from Rakoa at all. I get a way more complicated landscape of a weird person with some weird actions and some weird decisions in a way that, in some sense, matches up almost uniquely with the real experience of knowing real people, because how many real people do you know where you're like, why the fuck are they doing that? She's with him? What the fuck? He's with her? What the fuck? You want to go, you want to do that as your job? Why? That's crazy. How often do you meet people where their reasoning for doing stuff just doesn't compute for you at all? It's pretty frequent. I'd challenge you to it's pretty frequent, I think. I think a lot of people do stuff that doesn't make sense to most other people. I think you as a person, you personally probably do things that don't make sense to you. There are probably things that you do that you regret, and then you do them again. That's weird, right? That's like super weird. You're a rational entity who's like, oh, I regretted that behavior, I'll never engage in it again. You eat a chocolate cake and you feel like shit afterward. You're like, I'm never going to touch chocolate again. 1 week later, you're eating a chocolate cake again. What the fuck is up with you? That's so strong. That's so strange. That's so strange. It should not be thus, right? If you take the supposition that you're a rational entity who's actually in control of yourself, it would never happen that way. Would never happen that way. You get drunk 1 week. Oh, God, I feel so terrible. I'm never going to drink again. 1 week later, you're getting drunk with your friends. Oh, weird. Hey, wait a second. Point. What's that? The fuck is up with that? That's odd. You're not in control of yourself. Not really. You're not yourself either. You're this conscious entity riding on top of a giant elephant that is quite a beast, and you don't have that much control over it. So some elements of Rakoa just are fascinating because they cut to the quick. And then a lot of the elements are fascinating because they're fucking weird and I don't understand them. And that's good. As for Cats, it's exactly as you said. He has been static to prove that Kamiyu is not. It's a shame that one of the original casts grew up to be such a little shit, but I guess that's better than growing up with PTSD like the rest of the surviving white-based crew. Snarky, I like it. So I do have to jump, because of the Rakoa stuff, to a chunk of a comment by Angel James. There's a bunch of good stuff about Jared in this comment, but on Rakoa and her political beliefs or lack thereof, Rakoa told her backstory to Fa and was explicit in that she's in it for the combat. I do remember that. She's in it for the thrill in some sense. The 1-year war traumatized her so much that she can't feel anything except when she's in combat. That's something Char himself has been dealing with. I think that's what she likes in Char. But Sirocco, by way of new type brain poisoning, is messing with her mind. He makes her feel emotions that she thought that she had lost. I think that's what's going on with her. I do agree she's being selfish, and Fa luckily calls her out on this. She probably absolutely does hate the Titans, but her desire to feel something trumps her desire to be good. I've never betrayed anyone in my life! Char, Aznable, and also Rakoa Londa, maybe. As I said when Char uttered this frankly ridiculous statement, I think somewhere in their McDaniels play place of a brain, they may actually genuinely believe this. Yeah, I'd buy that. That is an element that we definitely have to bring up, is that Rakoa is already a damaged human being with a lot of stress and trauma, and Sirocco is a dangerous monster who's capable and willing to use lots of weird psycho powers in order to new type make women fall in love with him and fight for him and stuff. So there are some extraneous, what is it? Something factors. Thing that allows the justification of a thing, even though it's not justified. Extraordinary? Fuck, I cannot find this word. Circumstances. Something circumstances. Extenuating was the word I was looking for. Extenuating circumstances in the form of creepy new type boys with long purple hair. What are you gonna do? Alright, some lovely comments. A lovely way to refresh me on some of the insane character writing that is the basis of this show as we move forward into the insane aftermath of an absolutely nutty crash, bang, boom, smash. I'm not going to do the whole thing again. Bang, smash. You know, big explosion thing, which is also what I tried to draw today. I don't know. Probably should have gone through and looked at some of the scenes and gotten an idea of what they look like, but I just tried to do it from memory because that's what I've been mostly trying to do. Okay. Let's move on toward actually watching the episode of Zeta Gundam. Give me a sec. Oh! Ha 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 ha! Woo! Woohoo! Okay, that is a title right there. Uh-oh. It's happening! It's finally happening! Welcome, everyone, to episode 46 of Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, titled Sirocco Rises. Oh boy. In what way, in what form, I don't know, but, you know, Axis has been doing a whole bunch of betrayals, so maybe we'll have some more betrayals. I don't know. Betrayals toward the Tetons? Betrayals toward Axis? Toward the Jupiters? Toward... I don't know. I'm excited. Very cool. More Sirocco shenanigans. Exactly what we were talking about earlier. Perfectly fits in. Very happy about that. Let's see what the hell goes down here in the first episode of the last 5 episodes of Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. That's the best way that I have to put it. We're in the last 5. We're in the final stretch. The real final stretch. Here we go. Beep timer for episode 46 of Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam, Sirocco Rises. So, Hey, Sirocco. Okay, as we enter these last 5, I probably should have said this in the beginning, but whatever. I feel like nothing is off the table. No harm done to characters. Nobody has plot armor. I feel like nothing goes off the table. Crunch. Smash. Bang. Yeah, that was sort of the scene that I was thinking of. Yeah. Crunch, smash. I keep calling it grips, even though it's Gate of Zidane. I'm stupid. Yeah, no, they'll keep going. Sirocco cuts? Like victory? I know that because of Isekai Shokudo. Katsu. Oh. Back to this. Yeah, I believe that. How does Brakoa feel about that? Yeah, she gives her a look. Oh no, Sarah. Oh no, Sarah. Oh boy. It's all your fault. Damn! She jelly! Aw, what? What is this? Where did you get this? He's going to. Oh boy. The O? Joe! Dio? Alright. Some cool mechas. What's Sarah riding in? That. The what? The Bolin Oak. Okay. Cool. And there, Hamon, Paptimus, and Gematov Haimem are all going to be in the same room together? And they don't think that anybody's going to try to kill any of each other? Dude, they're totally going to try to kill each other. Yes! Whoa. Really took until the last second to jump in there. Demo. Yo, brief us. Ah! No. Tell him no. Tell him no. Tell him no. I'm not gonna let you fucking launch, you idiot. You're gonna get us all killed. No. Holy shit. No. Oh, kiddo. Oh, kiddo. Don't ruin everything, kid. Great. Great reuse transformation. Love it. Love it. Love the spin. Why is he... Oh, man. Cats is gonna get himself killed. Or he's gonna get somebody else killed. This is bad. This is bad. You could just let them... Which do you choose? Whoa. Interesting play there, Rekoa. Yeah, interesting play. God, this little girl fucking sucks at the violin. Shit. No, I hated it. It was terrible. Troubled by the terrible violin that's been assaulting my ears for the last hour. Sorry. He really loves Minerva, so... Or cares for her. Doshite? Yeah. That would be great. Oh boy, very cute. But she just tipped their hand, accidentally. Switching ships for a purpose, for a reason, for an expectation, for a plan. But what kind of plan? I don't know. I don't know the logistics well enough. Yeah. 100% Haman is gathering up her enemies. No problem. Huh! But not the Zeta. But not the Zeta. Interesting. We're actually gonna let Cats in? We're gonna let him into a negotiation? Oh no. Oh no. Oh my god, Cats. Oh my god, kiddo. What? I'm sure she'll see. Yeah, she'll hate you, man. Things just got compla-fucking-cated. Hi, it's the Zeta. I don't think so, but he's trying to full assass him. Oh my god, he's going in without clearance. Holy shit, dude. This just got so weird. Oh my god. Hi. To stop Cats. Back to episode 1 times. Holy shit. Holy shit. Holy shit. Cats is gonna 1v1 an entire ship. Holy shit. Holy macaroni. Come on, we don't have time to be staring off into space, girl. Holy shit. Just a kid, man. Holy shit! Oh my god! Yeah! Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, where'd you go? That was weird, man. It's almost like you're betraying us. Ha. She did already betray y'all. Oh, she gets her own entrance music. Let's go, Haman. No earrings this time. Not even responding. Not even gonna dignify that with a response. Ooh! Oh, this is spicy! Kat just gets decked by a security guard. Sarah's on board somewhere. Camille's freaking out. You gonna steal another suit? Nope. Can't convince Sarah. Nope. She won't do it. She just keeps saying cats and staring off into space. It's not working. Mmm. After Dakar, it might. Oh! She used the same line. Yeah, with an as aforementioned useless blood pact. Wow! A murderous intent from Sirocco? Ho ho ho! Ho ho ho! Back to your Pokeball, bitch. Back to your fucking Pokeball! Oh, is this for me? Yes, you idiot! Wow. That was very cute. That was very cute. Oh, he did pull a gun. And he's pointing it at Haman now. Interesting. I fully expect him to turn that on Jamatov. So then what's her play? Holy shit! Oh my god! You could have killed him! Insanity. Alright, cats, get out of here. Back to the Pokeball. Jamatov's alive. Char's gone. Finish it. Come on, Paptimus. Do the good. Come on, man. Yeah. Yeah. No, you're not. No, you're not. Did she see that? She did not. She did not. She just cares. Okay, okay. Oh, but my love. Yes, he has. Oh, it's perfect. You can just blame it on Char. No, it's beautiful. Come here. It's beautiful. You shut the fuck up. It's gorgeous. Just shoot him. Nope. Okay. Your loss. Oh! Oh, he managed to make it. Okay, cool. Well, he's stuck. Oh, that was dope. That was gorgeous. I think we've used some of those pieces before, but that was gorgeous. Is Cat stuck? Blame it on Haman Karn, even better. Rise of Sirocco indeed. Play all sides. Emma, I choose you! Fa, I choose you! Holy shit. Guys, be safe, please. Was that the G Defensor? It was. Okay, good. Okay, so he got out. He didn't get stuck. Camus blasting past. That's the question. Where is Char? Because we saw the Hyakushiki was still there. Was still in the hangar. Always with the posing. Always with the fucking posing Haman Karn. You crazy lady. Oh. I really like the way that he's drawn here. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Such cool cut-ins flanked by the two girls. Holy shit. Some crazy shit, dude. Oh my god! Oh my god! Is that cats? Whoa! What? Why, they're both new type powering each other. He can see all the lasers. He's pretty good. Just direct powers. What? That's a new type beacon, baby. Get in there. Get in there, man. Huh. And yet they're battling. Do not. No, Sarah! No! Oh, no! Oh, it's beautiful. Holy shit, it's gorgeous. Now that is tragedy. Now that's tragedy. Let's go. I'm sorry for being so smiley about this, but I love it. I love it so much. What? Are you what? Oh my god, I thought she was gonna actually get blasted! I still have a soul! Oh my god, she's got no clue! This episode's been gorgeous too! What the fuck? Oh, there he is! What's up? It's your boy. Damn right he is. Oh, her eyes change. Yeah, finally there's no competition, huh? Oh, oh. We'll just chill here and let them fight. Mission accomplished. Holy shit. Hey, little buddy. Killed your girlfriend. Oh, you okay? So. Oh. Oh, it's all your fault. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Oh my god. Oh my god. And the Guadon goes up in smoke. Absolutely insane episode. And the Guanban goes. Yeah, there's plenty more where that came from. Yeah, but Cat's lost his... Cat's lost his mind. Oh, a more dreadful direction. Darker than this, you think? Yeah, woo! Oh, woohoo! Woohoo! Oh, it's on now, man. Again, I'm really sorry for being thrilled by horrible things happening in a show, but goddamn. But goddamn. That was cathartic and interesting and fulfilling. Unexpected in a dozen ways. Fucking interesting. Fucking interesting. Super cool betrayals. I'm out. Fuck this. Fuck this shit. I'm out. I'm gonna go lay down. I'm not actually gonna go lay down. We got plenty to do here. Oh my goodness. Good gracious. Everything I could have asked for and more in this episode. From the baseline of some really cool animation sequences to some really cool framing and like the cut-ins, like the really V-shaped cut-in of Sirocco flanked by the two suits of the girls with him. Glorious, just gorgeous. To some elements of Rakoa taking actions without being able to comprehend herself at all. Hey, Rakoa, why'd you save cats there? I don't know. You really are selfish, Rakoa. Oh my goodness. To Cats continuing to be a little shit, being an absolute fool, and making some insane moves happen. To be fair, despite what I think are some terrible decisions on Katz's part all throughout the episode. And I think that you can squarely put the results of the episode on his shoulders, including Sarah's death. He did pull the trigger. Rough. Also, that's an echo of something that we've had before. I mean, it's Amuro and Char and Lala in some ways, right? It's the same sort of circumstance. You've got this despising between two characters, and then the person who's caught in the middle gets caught in the middle, and the middle is where the laser beams shoot, and so they get exploded. Rough for Cats, but I think it's hilarious. I'm so sorry, because on the other hand, I have to step back because I really quite like Sarah as a character. She embodies some degree of innocence. She's not Fa, but she's another representative of femininity, and one that's not quite as twisted as some of the other characters that we've got. Emma's pretty straightforward. Rakoa's pretty broken up. Fa's pretty straightforward, but leaning more femme. And Sarah's in that realm with just like getting pulled along by Sirocco in the wrong directions over and over, and being caught between Sirocco and Cats, and somebody who kind of baits her along with tidbits of scraps in some way, Sirocco, and manipulation, and someone who seems to really care about her, but doesn't do a very good job of showing it in Cats. Or does a broken, youthful job of showing it. Like, it's not that he does a bad job, it's that he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. But that, it gets her killed. It really does, and that's really fucking sad. It's really fucking sad. Man, we started off with the trio of characters. Looking back over the course of the episode, it feels like there's so much setup. And Gundam does this really well. It feels like there's so much foreshadowing and so many little death flags and interesting things, but because of the unpredictable nature of the character writing, at least as I see it, they don't feel like death flags until I look back on them, until I look back at them with the context from the future. I think that's really cool. Why won't you take me with you? And, well, because you're too important to me. I already gave you an order. And all this, and all that, and all these reasons, and all those reasons. But I guess, if it's just to accompany me, I'll allow it. And she snarkily to Rakoa, and I think justifiably says, but snarkily and jealously and enviously is like, well, if I had defected from the AUG, I could be close to Mr. Sirocco too. I could be his advisor. There's no difference between you and me. He just is treating you better because and she's getting wrapped up in that competition stuff, in competing with Rakoa, in fighting over this man who, to me, isn't deserving of it at all. It's just like, he's so scummy and slimy and snaky that, again, it's like what I said at the very beginning. It's like, you meet people and you're like, why is she going for him? That's so weird. It doesn't make any sense to me. But it makes sense to them. Paptimus treats you and I the same way. And again, this feels like Rakoa, like, justifying stuff, or telling some strange... She's got a strange framing of the circumstances, at the very least. Really interesting. Don't proceed with talks until I get there. Just couldn't remain still, could he? And it's like he plans it from here. It's like he knows, at least has some plans from here. I wonder if there was no Sarah beam blast through the room, what was Paptimus's actual plan? Right? Because he reaches into his jacket presumably in order to get the blood oath thing, right? But really it's to pull the pistol. And is he going to pull that on Haman Karn? I think he's going to pull it on Haman. And his goal is to eliminate both Haman Karn and Jamatov Haimem, and somehow make it look like they've eliminated each other and make both parties hate the other more so that they're willing to align with him more frequently, like more easily. And then that way Sirocco can grasp and wrest control of both sides of everything. Oh my god. Oh, it's such a schemer play. But I don't even know what the plan would have been minus things going absolutely chaotic fucked here. I do love that the chaos continues. I talked at the beginning about how this chaotic landscape might generate the kind of storytelling that we're looking for. Out of this insanity come the crucial moves and the crucial opportunities for some of these characters to make moves. And that's exactly, I think, what happens here. In the midst of absolute chaos and disaster, really disaster in some ways, Sirocco comes up with a way to really lead. And it's to put words in Jamatov Haimem's mouth and use those as like a dying breath in order to inspire the troops. Ooh, I love the way that he says "Zio." Haimem. Zio. It's so fast. Zio. There's all. Cool. All right, so 3 mechs all going. Cats gets up and just goes, I'll bet they're trying to nefariously make an alliance against us again. And he's kind of right. Such a face from Cats. And because of that, I'm off. I'm gonna go fight him. Wait, stop, Cats, don't do it. Pulls the briefing phone and off he goes. And we've seen it you gotta just throw the kid in a jail cell and keep him there. We've already put him in the brig like a dozen times. Put him in the brig and keep him there. But no. Instead, we let him take off in the G Defensor and send Kamyu after him instead of stopping him. And it's just perfect. It's just perfect. Ready to get absolutely fucked up. Okay. Char talks to Minerva and gets the drop on things because he finds out that she's switching ships, which means that Hamon is planning for something to go wrong on this ship in the first place. Now that adds another layer, because then we have this other question. Paptimus Sirocco, Jamatov Haimim, and Hamon Karn are all going to meet in a room. And all three of them are coming into that room with a plan that I think leads to only one of them leaving with power. Now maybe only one of them leaving at all. Great way to do it. But only one of them leaving with power. An alliance that leads to power consolidation, or a victory, or a destruction, or a death, or a murder, or a killing, or something like that leads to power consolidation. All three of them think that they have something to gain by being in that room. And not one of them thinks that they have something to gain, well, except maybe Haimim, thinks that they have something to gain by actually interacting with the people in that room, socializing, and making some kind of a treaty. I don't think that's the goal for any of them at all, except maybe Jamatov Haimim. He might think still that he needs to ally with them. He really might. Even with all the snark that he says about the cyanide gas and stuff, I think he's in a relatively desperate position. It has to do something. Feels like he has to take action. Fascinating. Super, super interesting circumstance, I think. So one of them is coming. Yeah, if it's somebody from the Argama, we can let him in. But not the Zeta, not that one. Any of the others we can let in. That's really interesting. So they've noted that Kamiyu's a bit of a problem. He's a little bit of a wrench in the works. It's unclear to me exactly why they think that. Do they just think he's dangerous? Do they think that he'll be able to suspect their intents? Now that's an interesting theory, I think. What if they think that Kamiyu will be able to suspect intent, or like suss out from new type shenanigans what everybody's intending in that room full of betrayals? That might be the reasoning, but I don't know. Everybody notices Kat's coming in. Rakoa notices it. Rakoa notices the Zeta as well, and he swoops on in and gets instantly fired upon because he's not supposed to be here. Not supposed to be here. Have a little chat with Sarah. People beat down Cats, and he gets back up with a pistol in hand and decides to full solo infiltrate a high-stakes political gathering in order to assassinate the dude who his crush has a crush on. That's really what's going on here. Because Kat's, he's got the political reasons. He doesn't trust Axis, he doesn't trust Zeon, he's against all of them, he doesn't want them to align with the Tetons. Great. Cool. That's just the surface level. On the deepest level, why is Kat's here? It's because that stupid purple-haired bitch, that stupid purple-haired son of a motherfucker, is too cute, and all the girls that I like are interested in him. Wah! He jelly. Holy shit. And so he ends up trying to hand-to-hand combat a grown-ass man, and in doing so, forces Char to take action as well, leading to everything that's about to take place here post-break. Hamon's entrance into this scene is so calm, cool, collected, ready to go, and as always, supremely confident in her ability to come out of this ahead. Really magical, really amazing. And she doesn't come out of this ahead, I don't think, because they get to flip this all against Axis, and she has to lose the Guadon. She was prepared for all of that, so it makes me wonder if there's really a longer con in play. We look up to see Sarah, and she just sits there, staring wistfully off into the distance, thinking, Cats, and doesn't do shit. can't make up her damn mind. I love how they both just, with no compunctions, just lay out the whole soul's pulled by gravity thing right in front of Jamatov, and he's like, I hate when people tell me that my soul is pulled by gravity. It's like, well, you seem pretty pissy and, like not a great person. Maybe that's the result of your soul being pulled away by gravity. How dare you? I was considering giving you one last chance to side. Nobody actually wants to side with you, dude. Everybody just wants to betray you in a way that's useful. It's great. It's this too. The way that he full turns away from Jamatov toward Haman Karn is like, yeah, you're not really part of the conversation anymore. Let the adults talk. Oh, it's good snark. I wish we could have shit on Jamatov a little bit more, but we get a couple of good angry. Huh? Am I being betrayed? Am I about to be betrayed? Weird. Yeah, pledged my loyalty to His Excellency Jamatov, and he just lays it on so thick. Reaches into his very thin chest pocket, and Camus senses a murderous intent. What? What are you talking about? A murderous intent? I'll get both Haman and Sirocco. Go back, right? I do find this framing pretty... Actually, okay, so this was a simple little thing. Yeah, I really like this. This is the kind of nerdy little thing that I really enjoy. I like the way that films can tell stories, and the way that our brains can link totally disparate scenes together and consider them as being like one thing. It's related to the Kuleshov effect, and I mention it relatively frequently because it's one of the foundational forms or effects of film. And so you show one thing and then you show another thing, and then those two things are linked in your brain. It's not quite the same as montage, which is where you show a bunch of things and you evoke an emotional experience by the interrelated scenes of things put together. With Kuleshov effect, the scene that I always reference for it is you see like a crowd of people, a crowd of heads, like about where my head height is in the frame, and then you see feet go boing, 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 boing on top of the heads, bap, 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 bap. And then you show a guy from like chest up running, okay? And then you cut back to the feet going across the heads, and then you show the guy running up in the sky, run. And then your brain goes, that's a dude running across a crowd. It's clearly not, right? It's two separate scenes of different things going on, and probably those feet don't even belong to that person, but your brain puts them together. We get something kind of like that here, as we get these guys line it up. Char floats by, and then we show the gunfires, bam, bam, separate, and then the characters are already flying away, right? And then we show Char standing up above them, right? And your brain links all of that together. That was Char moving down the thing, firing the gun at these people as they brought their guns around to him. They get blasted away, and it all happens sort of at once in your mind, even though what you actually saw is totally weird. Like an alien who had no concept of the sort of time framing that we use in cinema, in film, wouldn't necessarily comprehend this. It's odd to think that way, but like this is odd to comprehend. It's odd that your brain is able to put this all together, and there are ramifications to it too. It's like Char looks dominant and strong and sturdy here, and we get all of that evoked from it. And he looks competent and quick on the draw and ready to go and ready to fight here as well. And we get all of that just from the way that the shots are lined up, and the shots don't feel like they're actually clicked together. Such a cool thing. So strange that our brains do that. Now, obviously, they have to do that to some extent. It's part of the way that we work. Because if I am looking this way and I close my eyes and I turn this way and I open my eyes and I think I'm in a totally different place and everything is different and strange and the world doesn't make any sense, well, that would be probably pretty maladaptive for me as an entity. It'd be good to have some degree of continuity when I blink, for example. So sort of what's going on here. We generate continuity out of discontiguous scenes. Our brain fits in the gaps, and what's so amazing to me is that we all fill the same gaps. We all fill in the same circumstances. At least when the cinematography or the framing and the presentation and the way that those gaps are given to us is good and is driven toward representing a particular thing in a particular way. We do represent it in that way, and we do all see it sort of the same way, and we all sort of have the same experience of like, well, Char shot those guys and then stood over their corpses. But that's not what we saw at all. What we saw was back of Char moving, gun goes off, guys go flying, Char stands over the camera, and none of that is actually Char shot those guys and then stood over their corpses. Super interesting to me that happens. I can imagine somebody watching this being like, but of course it happens that way. And that's the point. It's stunning that it's so obvious to us that this is just the way that we perceive reality. And it's not obvious that it should be perceived that way at all. Interesting. Okay. Bam, boom, bang. Hi. Don't you know what will happen to you? Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna win. Of course, but it's less dangerous than letting you live. There's your justification. And suddenly shit gets absolutely nutty bonkers here. Hamon turns, and the way that she turns almost indicates that she's ready for Char to show up. Which makes me wonder, why did she allow Char to sit there talking to Minerva in the first place? Was that intended? How deep do Hamon's games go? Because I know Siroko's games go pretty deep, but how deep do Hamon's games go? I don't know. Return, cats! Go back! Get the fuck back! Bam! And he's in. And suddenly, insanity. From this moment, everything in the episode is absolute chaos. From the moment that this door opens, Char pulls the gun and shoots Sirocco. And he does hit him, but not well enough. Just hits him in the shoulder. Bam. Sarah feels it. Paptimus-san! Turns her mech and blasts a giant laser beam in the direction of the man that she's trying to protect. This seems ill-advised. This seems like a bad idea. Seems like a bad fucking idea. And I love that we go from here. The laser is firing. We show what's going down in the room. This guy takes a bullet for Jaime, and then total cut off by a giant laser blast. Where's Mr. Paptimus? I don't know, you just vaporized him. What if you just fucking vaporized him? Hacha! Power of Vulcan neck chops. Where did Char go? Where is he? No. We're all alone now. You bastard! That's right. That's right. I was gonna do this the whole time. I'm sorry, Jamatov, and he is not sorry at all. Not even in the slightest. And moments later, Sarah pops through, and all she sees is her wounded love coming around the corner. Perfect. Perfect timing. Paptimus Sirocco-san? No, I'm not hurt. It's just a scratch. Jamatov Haimam has been shot. He's been shot by a traitor. By the traitor Haman Karn. Everybody gets in their mechas. This henshin is rad. So the G-Defensor gets kind of stuck. It's unclear what happens here. We get a cool henshin for reasons, I don't know. I do feel like we've used this chunk of henshin before. Or it's even similar to the chunk that's in the OP. I do think we've used a piece of that before. Or at least it's similar. And we announce that Jamatov Haimem's last words before being shot by Haman Karn. Crush the Guadon at once. Avenge his excellency. And off they go in the Guanban, and she goes to defend in the Cubely. So we let everybody else out. All the other ships go. I love this scene. Big and triangular and deeply interesting. Some insane explosions. Gorgeous. And Cats is one-track mind straight for Sirocco. I also really like this scene. It'll come up in a moment with Camille moving around. Yeah, that's really nice. The size of the lasers makes me feel like we're more in the thick of it than we even usually are. And then I really like the way that we transition through here. Get a little bit closer, a little bit closer, a little bit closer, and then flash white. I think we flash white in. Nope, we just get closer, 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 and bring it in. And the character's face, he's sort of pulled away from it, like, in the way that the mecha itself is. So it, like, lines up really well to me. I don't know, I like the transition a lot. Did Quattro fail to escape? Goof, 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 goof. Just insanity. I do think the way that this thing is always full posing is pretty cute. It's pretty neat. This shot, so first off, there are a couple of shots of Sirocco inside his mecha that I think look gorgeous. They're sort of frozen, you know, his hair holds in one frame and it's sort of flowing to the side, so it's odd. It's like a manga panel where the character is stuck in one frame and then they talk for like 30 seconds. But I really like the shading style all over him and the dark bits of shadow in his face, and then the like single normal layer of shadow in his face creates a really cool aesthetic. It makes him very three-dimensional to me. It builds him out and structures him in a way that I find really cool looking. And there's another scene a little bit later that looks similarly cool to me. Sara, Rakoa, come! We'll fight the Cubely, and only the Cubely. And I like this as they blast past. It's almost Circus-y. Using all the laser lights as vanishing points for a horizon line, and then these swooshes produce space. Really cool looking. So, Sirocco is coming after me. Indeed he is. And some of the more action-oriented cuts that we've had in a while. Dio is, it turns out, quite a powerful mecha. I really like this cut in. Big V of Sirocco in the center. Framed by his two ladies in waiting. And the 1v1 of the ages is not between one of our, not yet, between Camille and someone else, but is instead between two weirdos from deep space. Mirrored V in, and something about Rakoa falling apart right at she's got her inner sights and the gun explodes. Something about that just fits. Something about it just fits. It's like, so this is weird. It's more metaphysical or something, more bullshitty. It's more bullshitty. But it's like there's something about Rakoa that causes her to make herself fail. That's what it feels like to me. It's like self-sabotage, unintentional, not conscious. But that's exactly what Rakoa has been doing for dozens of episodes, is fucking her own plans up. Completely. And that's what it feels like she does here. Even though it's a mechanical failure and probably she has nothing to do with causing it, that's what it feels like to me. And it's a cool damned explosion, too. Nani? Yeah, Nani indeed. Where did that shot come from? So wait, I guess it doesn't. Oh, it does get shot. Oh, crap. Okay. You know what? That's right. There is the line, where did that shot come from? It doesn't explode itself. It just feels like it does. It gets shot from the side. Where did that shot come from? I'm uncertain. But will you be able to keep dodging them? And she vibes out to all the little things. So I guess they're already out and firing. That's what's going on. It's not some other mecha doing the thing. It's that the little flying, spinning things of Laser Doom are already out there. Blast, 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 blast. Some of the cooler... first off, super new type powers. Evoked and shown and visibly there. Crazy. Blam, blam, blam. I really like that. I really like that a lot. Don't get too cocky, Haman. And he evokes some new type powers too. They vibe on top of each other, and he manages to shoot a bunch of them down, demonstrating his true powers as a new type. She whisks out, and a woof, like spider demon bat version of her flows out. I love this. I think it's so cool. Ah, a powerful new type. I didn't realize he was this good. Immense pressure, nante, pressure. And he does the same. Woof. So we'll have to see what happens when Camus manages something similar, because I expect that he will. And of course, he's drawn like a beacon to this exact battle. And they're just sitting there. And we see it from a third party for kind of the first time. What are they doing? They haven't moved at all. They're just sitting there. Sarah gets it. They're fighting in a place far beyond where we are. What does that actually mean? I don't fucking know. But Katz is going to take the opportunity, take the shot, and take down his dang girlfriend. Oopsies! Did I just shoot my girlfriend? Yep. Sorry, buddy. I think the final drawings of Sarah in her cracked suit, torn apart, lightning shattering all around, eyes closed. I think these are lovely. Tragic, genuinely tragic as it sinks in, and we don't even see his eyes in the blast of light. And Sirocco, Paptimus fucking Sirocco, has the nerve to say, "Are you the one responsible for deluding my Sarah?" But of course he would think that. Of course he would blame Katz for this in that way. But there's no real righteousness in his indignation. So he charges in, and Sarah's specter stands in front of Katz to protect him. And even turns in to plant a little kiss on his absolutely traumatized little cheek. And float away into nothingness. Yeah, Sarah may forgive you, but I will not. One of the most spectacular pieces of facial animation that we've had in the show. Boom. Bam. Ugh. His anger is real. But just in time, the Yakushiki arrives. And so they have to pull out. And after all of this, after all the plotting and scheming, there are two important deaths. Jamatov Haimim finally, after being the snakiest, sneakiest, runningest, cowardliest snake for many, many, many dozens of episodes, finally gets killed. It falls all into Sirocco's little grubby little hands. And Sarah Zabaryov sacrifices herself to save her love from her love. Confused and caught in the middle. She dies. In some ways because she couldn't make up her mind. And in some ways because, as it has been before, hatred begets violence and destruction. And Katz's hatred for Paptimus Sirocco gets his girl caught in the middle. Rough stuff. This episode was fabulous, insane, nutty, bonkers, crazy. An incredible follow-up to an incredible series of explosions and crunch, bang, boom, bam, smash is some serious character interaction, some incredible political play, and some cool mecha fighting. This is peak Zeta. We're in peak Zeta territory now, baby, and I am excited for more. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you next week for the next episode of Mobile Suit Zeta Gundam. If you enjoyed this one, go ahead and drop a like and a comment on the video. I'd love to see and hear more insights and inferences about these characters and this show and the people behind it and all of that insane stuff. And if you really like the content, you can support me on the Patreon linked in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next week for more Zeta. Peace.